Hi, this is Encouragement, bite-sized stories to refresh your soul. Here's Jason Frentsos with a little encouragement.
He said that his son was rebellious, disturbing, and an ingrate. Hey, it's Jason here with Family Radio. Well, Steve and Covey just didn't know what to do. It had gotten to the point where he and his son couldn't even be in the same room together. Steve would try to sit down and watch TV with his son, but the boy would just turn the TV off and walk right out of the room. Well, one day Steve reached out to his close friend Mark, a longtime therapist. Mark's guess was that his son didn't feel understood. He said, "Steve, assume you know nothing about your son and just start with a clean slate. Learn to listen to him within his frame of reference." Well, Steve went home and he tried this. He went to his son and said, "I need to listen to you. I probably don't understand you and I want to." Well, his son replied, "You have never understood me, ever." And with that, he walked out. The next day, Steve went to his friend and said, "It didn't work. I made such an effort and this is how he treated me. I'm sorry, Mark, but I really don't think there's any hope." He's testing your sincerity, Steve. And what did he find out? He found out that you really don't understand him. You just want to shape him up. Mark went on. "Look at the spirit inside you now. You're angry and frustrated and full of judgments. You've got to do much more private work inside your own mind and heart, and you'll see that eventually you'll appreciate and love him just the way he is." Well, Steve had finally caught the message. He had only been dealing with the problem on the surface. He realized that the heart of the problem was the problem of the heart. So Steve began to work on his feelings and his motives, particularly the need to appreciate, respect, and empathize with his son. Well, that night he sat down with his son and said, "I know you feel as though I haven't tried to understand and appreciate you, but I want you to know that I'm trying, and I'll continue to try." Again, the boy coldly said, "But you never understood me." He stood up and started to walk out. But as he reached the door, Steve said to his son, "Before you leave, I want to say that I'm really sorry for the way I embarrassed you in front of your friends the other night." His son's eyes began to fill with tears. For the first time, Stephen could see that his son was vulnerable and that he cared. The boy gradually began to open up, and they talked well into the early morning hours. The next day, with tears in his eyes, Stephen said, "Mark, I found my son again." Stephen's choice to live in harmony with the principle of gratitude, empathy, and respect for his son changed everything. Ephesians 4:32 says to be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you.
Thank you for listening to Encouragement. If you've been refreshed, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share a little encouragement with someone you love. Encouragement is a podcast from Family Radio. These stories are just a taste of the stories you can hear every day. Listen at familyradio.org or find more encouragement on the Family Radio app.